All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Random Hour. As always, I'm your co-host Devin Moore, and the way that it's the way we have our setup for today, he's above my head. He's the host of our show, Kyle Crump, and today we have another awesome special guest with us, and I'm going to give them the floor real fast to introduce themselves.
Hey, we're Cat and the Hurricane, band from Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Benjamin.
Cat. And I'm Alex.
Awesome. Thank you guys for coming on so much. Kyle, go ahead and hit them with the first question.
So we are a Nerds and Sundries podcast. What are some stuff that y'all nerd out about?
That's a great question.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, definitely nerd out about music. That's what's brought us all together. Yeah, just love finding new artists, sharing bands that we really, really like with each other, playing and attending as many shows as we can, and supporting our musician friends. Always love to do that. What else do we nerd out about?
I got a lot of stuff. I mean,
this is the nerd right here.
yeah. I mean, I grew up on like superhero comics, so that's like definitely a nerd thing that I still have. Yeah, I don't know.
I play video games. Well, we all play video games, and we have all of our like separate fandoms that we nerd out about. My number one is like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, there we go. That's one of mine too. What's your favorite game in the series?
I'm gonna go with Odyssey or Valhalla. Also, Unity is really good.
It took me forever to find Unity, and I finally found it, and I still haven't beaten it
Yeah,
I have it, and it's funny actually. And this is what's crazy. One of my students one day found one of the other ones I couldn't find. It's one of the ones with Ezio Altair. Is it Revolutions?
Revelations.
Revelation. Yeah, that's a great one.
He found Revelation for me. He goes, "Here you go, coach." And I was like, "Bet."
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
But no.
Wait, is Unity the French Revolution one that tanked real bad? And y'all like it?
It tanked.
Oh, yeah, people hated that.
I mean, I played it years after it came out, but
See, I am too. That's
Hi, buddy.
Oh, hi.
There he
See,
is.
the one that a lot of people thought that tanked was a Syndicate that was set in the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah,
But-
that one was interesting.
It was the brother-sister duo. It was okay.
See, and this is what I tell people. It did kind of get repetitive, and if they didn't create Origins, we wouldn't have no more Assassin's Creeds, because it does get repetitive, but I did like the concept of there being twins. I was more of a Fry user because I had like Fry. Although I was super jealous when, of course, Lily gets the super cool like actual assassin suit, and you're like, oh man. But I do love Valhalla. Although my only complaint with Valhalla was the main campaign was a little too short, and I didn't realize that.
That's interesting. I still haven't beaten Valhalla. Like, it's taken me forever.
Really?
But all these games are so massive now.
They are.
Yeah, I think it took me like a year or more to beat. What was
Odyssey?
Odyssey took me the same amount of time, but the one that came before that, the Egyptian one.
Yeah,
Origins.
Origins,
Those both took me forever.
Origins,
And Valhalla's taken me a long time.
I'm currently on Mirage right now. I am nowhere near close to beating it quite yet. But yeah, making my way through that one. They've also already have another one out or on the way out.
Yeah, Shadows.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. Yeah. I liked Rogue a lot.
Oh yeah, Rogue. The prequel.
Game. Like, it's so small and short, but I feel like it struck a really good balance between for the completionist in me finding all the things and it actually being possible to find all the things. And I don't know, it was repetitive, but in a really satisfying way. I don't know.
Yeah. Another one that I really enjoyed. Well, Rogue was pretty good because it also filled the gaps between it and Assassin's Creed 3, where, you meet Connor's dad, and he's like, yeah, I'm already a bad guy, and it fills those gaps. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, right.
But Black Flag was another good one when they introduced the ship mechanic. I was like, I am conquering every fort and building this massive ship. I did not build a massive ship. I got killed so many times. So many times. Oh, man, yeah. Mirage. I have Mirage, and I've only played the first 2 levels. And now we're sitting here getting ready for Shadows. I was like, yeah, I'll get around to it. Right now, I'm like hyper-focused on Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
okay.
I love that series so much. I'm so excited for the Metal Gear Solid 3. They're like fully remaking it, right?
Yep.
Like
that was my understanding.
That's my favorite one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. I honestly bought the Master Collection when it came out for the holidays last year, and I started playing it. And me and my wife have both gotten into it. So obviously, 3 is technically the first. So when we beat 1 and 2, she's like, "All right, let's play 3," and she goes, "Oh man, we're back in the '70s." I was like, "Yeah." And we just bought I just bought Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain and Ground Zero, which that's another continuation into the past. So what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
realize 4 was so rare cuz we're both like, "Okay, let's learn about Big Boss." But we're like, "Dude, like 2 just like the way 2 ended." I'm like, "Dude, I got to know."
Yeah, so I grew up on one, so I've played it and beat it quite a few times. But like when you're young, you don't really like it. The story of it all doesn't soak in, and so I remember playing three, and just falling in love with it. And I feel like for me, that's where a lot of my lore like starts and kind of ends. Even though I have played through most of two, and then what was that one? Yeah, the Phantom Pain. I
Yeah.
loved that game. I felt like the mechanics were really really satisfying. Um, and there was just so much like freedom to do like lots of little tiny things. And I'm a huge fan of the stealth mechanic that got introduced. Well, it was always there, but I feel like with the camouflage and everything that got introduced in the third game, like really expanded
Mm.
your capacity there. And so I love all of that.
No,
So
trust
yeah,
me.
I
In the
love
first two, when I'd find the box, I'm like, I got to use the box. I got to hide in the
yes, you gotta use
box.
the box.
But here's my
Um,
thing, and especially in two, when when the terrorists take over the oil rig, I'm like, how are they not confused about the box? There's just a box. I'm like, whatever. I'm going with it. I am a box. I gotta go save so and so. I am in a box. And
I
then
think that's what I
three.
love about the series is
Mm,
that it gets campy. Like the box thing is the perfect example. Like it's just camp, honestly. Like you're not noticing this moving box. Like what's going on?
yeah, but you notice everything else. Golly.
Hmm.
No, we love it. That's like been our hyper focus. And then I just bought Saints Row 3. I rebought it. So I'm going back to that. And I bought the newer one too. It was on sale. So I was like, yeah, why not? Saints Row, another campy GTA competitor.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I ever played that one, but I did grow up on GTA, and I find myself revisiting Vice City like a lot.
Mm,
It's the one, and I don't know, maybe it's just because we're a synth rock band. I just really really love the like all of the new
Music,
wave
yeah.
that's on there, and the Vice City Stories companion game as well.
mm.
Like those soundtracks are so good and just I don't know staples for me. I've been really into Baldur's Gate recently. It took me a couple of years to get into it. My issue was that I kept starting with friends and doing like co-op games,
Mm.
and they're like, "No, you've got to start solo. Just get into it solo." And I should have just done that from the beginning. But yeah, I'm in Act 3 currently, and it's so good. It's very Witcher 3, like Elder Scrolls, Elden Ring vibes. So I've been really digging that.
What have you been playing? Then?
Yeah.
I've been playing Marvel Rivals because I can only fixate on one game at a time, and I was big into Overwatch when it was a new thing, and I stopped playing it, and so yeah, now I'm playing Marvel Rivals, and I don't know, Kat and I do Fortnite.
Once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been lately.
Yeah, these two go live on what, TikTok? Mostly?
Yeah, we'll go live on TikTok and I'll play Fortnite for people to just watch. And yeah, it's all right.
Nice. Yeah, that's like Marvel Midnight Suns. That's another one I'm hyper focused on. Like I just go back and forth, and then I'm a huge anime fan, so like Dragon Ball Z Spark and Zero. Yeah, I'm in there for hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
You do. Both of you do Star Wars as well, right?
Yeah, I need to. I just got the second one in the Cal Kestis.
It's a very
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
the second one.
That second one.
I haven't started it yet, but I just got that one.
Okay, so for that one, I've beaten it. Good story, but go do the side missions because there's some cool stuff for all the side missions. I messed up and kept doing. I would do some side missions, but then like the main story is so good. It's good.
Yeah.
And they fixed oh my goodness, listen. I like Fallen Order, but that game was hard for no reason.
No
Yeah,
reason.
I kept
No
getting
reason.
stuck in the silliest places. and it's
Exactly.
just- yeah.
But luckily in Survivor they fixed it because I said as soon as I booted it up, played for about 45 minutes, I said, "Oh, thank God they fixed it." You don't get
Okay.
nowhere near BB-8 actually helps you. I was like, "Thank you,
Okay.
BB-8. Come on."
Yeah, right.
It's just like, you're good for something, buddy. Come on. You'll enjoy it.
That was a game.
Kyle, do you have any video games you're hyper focused on?
Right now it's Animal Crossing, but I was playing Final Fantasy. I got it for my birthday, and I got towards the final boss, and I haven't been able to beat the final boss yet. And so that's kind of killed me on playing Final Fantasy right now. But I got to the final boss in like 3 days.
Yeah.
So,
That's what happened to me with Fallen Order. Actually, is I got to one of the boss levels, and then I like gave up on it and I stopped playing, and then I forgot about it, and then months
Mhm.
later I came back, but then you're like not locked into the controller.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, there's no way I'm getting past this now.
Yeah, because you were.
I
Oh,
was in the zone, and then I stopped.
I can't tell folks what boss you were on because it'll spoil it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I know exactly which boss you're talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
Hard ones. Yeah.
Was it the one out in the woods?
Was it the
No.
Oh,
one?
not the
It's
one in
like
the.
the cave.
Either way, I think it would still
Yeah.
spoil. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, great series. So our follow-up question is, how did you guys come up with your name?
That's a great question.
Google. This is a short answer. The long answer, I googled a band name generator back in
Mhm.
2015, and I typed in my name and I hit generate until I saw something that caught my eye, and it was something along the lines of like cat and the weather, and then it really quickly led to what kind of weather. Hurricane, cat and the hurricane is that they sound really good together. That's what I went with. It was October 1st of 2015. My old band had just like kind of parted ways, and I was the only person in that band that didn't have like a side project. So I made a Facebook page, titled it Cat in the Hurricane, started up a band camp, and then started recording singles, and just posting them willy-nilly. All those years later, now we're doing what we're doing, which is a really cool progression to see.
Okay, awesome.
We had a DJ not long ago that I think Devin, was it a DJ or was it something else? They were like,
you talking about DJ Hamsterdam? Yeah,
he's like, it was popular, and I used a random generator to come up with my name.
he did. So we interviewed DJ Hamsterdam. Shout out to him. That episode we got very sidetracked in talking about food. We asked him the same question. He's like, yeah, back in the day they were popular, so I just typed in DJ names, and he said DJ Hamsterdam's popped up, and he was like, dude, I'm going with it. So that's pretty awesome to hear.
Yeah.
That was not our origin story for this show. It was not the origin story.
A part two to the name is, so my name is Kat, but my full name is Katerina. And when I was in middle school, Hurricane Katrina happened, and you know how middle schoolers are super cruel.
Yes.
So the day after that happened, I got harassed on the bus of like, way to go, Katerina, like as if it was my fault for the hurricane. And it's like, first of all, it's Hurricane Katrina, not Katerina. And I think it's some kind of silly roundabout way to like bring it back and like use hurricane in like a band name. But also I realize, like we're not like glorifying destructive weather or anything. It's just a name. It's like Katrina and the Waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What has been the funnest music video for y'all to make?
We've done
Yeah.
three.
We've done 3.
And like 3 like official music videos. We've done lots of little content for like the TikTok and Instagram type stuff, but we've done 3 full music videos. One for our song Sorry That I'm Like This, one for our song Over You, and then one for our version of Stay by Rihanna. We did a cover. They were all really fun, but the Sorry That I'm Like This music video was probably one of the most fun things we've done, because so that's like one of our most popular songs. We play it pretty much every time that we do a show, and we've had that in our set for like I don't know, 6 years at this point. And so we've been playing it live for a while, but we wanted to record it and release it with a music video at the same time. So we put out the song in November of 2020. And so this was like pandemic times where we were still like quarantining. And so we were kind of limited in our options of what we wanted to do. And we had this whole storyboard kind of written out where we wanted to do like, because the song is about not apologizing for who you are, but in this kind of tongue-in-cheek way of like, sometimes it feels awkward to be who you are. And so we wanted to play on that idea of like putting on different faces and like putting on different personas. So we had this whole storyboard where we were going to like go and buy a bunch of different outfits, and we were going to like do a bunch of different scenes. and we kept being like, is this too much? Like, will we be able to do this? Because we had this was like, we didn't really have a lot of money or resources or time.
We also had one day to film.
Yeah, and we had this like one day blocked off, and we were like, will we be able to get this many shots in one day? And then it was like the night before, and we were talking with the videographer who was like shooting and editing the whole thing, and we were all kind of like, how do we feel about this? Like, do we feel like this is a good idea? And we were like just brainstorming very last minute. And then at the last minute, this was like less than 12 hours before we were going to shoot. We completely scrapped the whole idea. And we were like, what? Because I don't remember who brought it up. But
I think
we were
it was something that we had been kicking around as long as we had the original idea.
That's true, because we were talking about gender reveal parties, and we in like a tongue-in-cheek way, and so we were like, someone brought up the idea, like, what if we just film a gender reveal party, and it's just like us showing up to the party, and we just like break everything. And we were like, then we don't have to storyboard anything, we don't have to have costumes, we just literally, it's just chaos.
You just need one location.
And so I went to Party City, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And we
went to Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
So we like
still kicking, but not for $1.
So I go to the like one little section at Party City that's like gender reveal things, and I just like buy everything I can grab. And we had two cakes. One for throwing and one to look kind of nice.
Because you got the one that's in the shot.
Yeah, I got a cake that looked nice.
And then our videographer made
a faked one.
And was like, I think also maybe brought like a sheet cake too. Maybe do we have 3 cakes?
Maybe.
I think we have 3
because we had cake for throwing and cake for showing.
And one for enjoying?
And one for enjoying. It was something like that, so we had extra to throw. I think maybe there was a 3rd cake.
And then we had our friend who is a photographer brought these like smoke bomb things and got blue stain all over my keyboard. And so then we just like had all this smoke and we played. This was all just in your backyard.
This was
right
in the backyard,
right
literally over here. I just remember like running around that entire morning, like, oh my god, setting up all of our stage equipment, like in the backyard, making it look like a gender reveal.
People passing by.
And like my backyard is not contained with a fence on most sides. Like the fence that's in the shot is the only fence that's in the yard. And it's my very sweet neighbors, bless them. And so, like, there were just people, like, walking. And I live basically in a public park. So we were getting weird looks all day long. And especially when we started, like, making noise. Smoke bombs, right? Because it was, like...
It just rose straight into the air.
We thought
really
it would
surprised that somebody didn't call
more.
the cops to be like, hi, there's a mysterious
smoke.
And it's blue?
Black smoke happening. And then, so, I live by the water, too. So we... got to like take some of the smoke bombs over by the water, and this was for the shot where we're destroying the pinata. You got a pinata.
Oh yeah, I got a pinata.
Yeah, it was
it's a little like clapper. To be like,
and we had like the state capitol in the background that you can see.
Yeah, it's a little.
So it was chaos, and it turned out so well.
It was perfect.
It was great.
Oh, we drove the van into the yard.
Yeah, we drove That was the only story part of it. We were driving up to this gender reveal party, driving into the backyard,
tossing the keys in the air,
grabbing our instruments, and then starting. And then we're sitting at the table in front of a cake and like a bunch of presents. And then I have a baseball bat, and I'm just destroying the presents.
Yeah, there were so many other like props that we didn't even use, because I remember we had like dyed water in these giant like what are they, like little like pitchers?
We tried to do like a pink and blue pitcher.
It didn't really work.
Water drinks.
We still have like just so many little toys from Dollar Tree.
I have
just
that little
in this house.
The
somewhere.
thing that we have in the cake that says girl or boy. I still have that.
Oh yeah, that's right. We definitely still have a lot of like fake flowers and just like shit.
We were just grabbing stuff.
It was chaos.
Perfect.
It was literally perfect. And honestly, it's like
I want more people to see the video because I just really feel like it would pop off.
Yeah, it's. I feel like there's a lot of joy that comes through in the video, and I'm really happy that that's the case. I couldn't imagine it being any other way, just because that song just emanates so much joy for all of us. Making it was so fun.
Yeah, you watch me get pied in the face.
Oh yeah, that's
with a cake in slow motion. Like
What more could
And
you ask
then
for?
we're all throwing cake at each other. Or no, you guys are throwing cake at me.
Yeah, we could only
yeah.
get one shot of that, so we had to get it perfect,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
so I think you got surprised.
Yeah. It was good though.
It was so fun.
There's the one shot where I'm like licking the knife, which is
Yeah,
really
that's
funny.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just works perfectly.
Okay.
All right, guys. So usually when we have bands on our shows, so this is what we call our little fun question. Okay, it's a little scenario question. Okay. All right. So you're stuck on a deserted island with only a CD player and a CD. What is the CD that you're stuck on to play on the island?
Chappell Roan, Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, collectively, probably.
I was like, you can take it. It's fine.
You can use this.
You can
I'll burn you
also,
at-
yeah.
I think I would do Apocalypse Whenever by Bad Sons.
Okay.
Probably the CD that's been in my car for like a year, which is Brand New Eyes by Paramore.
Okay.
Or I feel like the cheating answer would be a mix CD because, that's like...
Yeah, if it was a mixed CD, I'd probably, just max that CD.
And
out.
depending on how long it's on
If I
there,
knew I was
Exactly.
going to be on
That's
a
a
deserted
difference.
island, then I would make a mix CD.
Yeah. If I could plan for it.
How much prep time?
Ideally, I bring my folder of
Yeah.
CDs.
I want to know for later what y'all's deserted island playlist that you burn on your CD. would
Well,
be.
yeah, we'll make...
We'll
yeah.
make some.
I will
We'll
make
make
one.
some.
We'll make a
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, no. Also, I'm glad I'm not the only one that has a CD in their car still for like hours on end and still uses a CD folder. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely got a CD
We're big
folder.
fans
I
of
drive a
CDs.
2007. Let's go.
I am so sad that I don't have. I went from having a CD player and a tape player in my car to having nothing, and it's just so sad that they don't make cars
Yeah.
with CD or tape players anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I was for a very long time.
yeah, for the longest time I was driving a 2002 Ford Explorer, and we had like obviously the only CD players, radios you can get at Walmart. So like I had
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
nice little digital one.
Mhm.
And I, of course, be flipping through the book. I'm like, some things never change. Now, it's primarily country music, country, and a little bit of Tupac from my brother growing up in the early '90s. But other than that, you can't play.
I had a 2002 Honda Accord, and then yeah, it's not with us anymore.
R.I.P. to the
Mine
Accord.
either. My transmission took complete shit. It was
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Okay. What song of yours holds the most meaning for you?
I feel like different ones have different meanings.
yeah. It's like which of my children
Yeah.
I brag about.
Truly. Off the top of my head, I would go with Costume. I think
Yeah.
it's the most politically impactful song that we have. We also got a chance to feature our friend who is a hip hop rap artist from here in Madison. And it's just, more than a song, it's more like a plea for people to stop murdering queer and trans people, basically. Yeah.
That was the last song we did for the album too, and it was really special.
Literally, yeah. We finished recording it in
This
not
room?
this room. Well, I mean,
This
it's
bit-
an open
this collective
concept.
room,
And yeah, I was actually recovering from top surgery at that time, and it was really special to have these two come hang out, and our producer, who had just relocated to North Carolina, come back with his rig for a different project and stop by and spend the afternoon tracking the last bits of that song. It was so special. Oh, we got another cat.
This is
This is George. She's the queen of the house. And if I move her, she'll be upset.
I feel like one of my fifth songs that holds the most meaning is another song on our new album called Smoke, because it's a song that all three of us wrote really big parts for. A lot of times a song will start, like Kat will have it mostly fully formed, and then Alex and I will add parts to it, or like our song Caffeine and Alcohol I had mostly fully formed and then they added stuff to it. But Smoke was a song that we really built from the ground up together. Like a lot of the lyrics are Alex's, some of the lyrics are mine. Kat wrote like the chord progression, and so we put it together, and it really, I feel like, captures the spirit of our new album, which is all about like learning to process hard things that you've gone through, learning to heal from trauma, and how even as you do that and you move forward, like those things will always still exist in your past, and being able to like capture that feeling, like bittersweet feeling So yeah, that one's pretty special.
I thought you were going to talk about caffeine and alcohol, which is why I was trying to think of a different song.
Oh.
But I'll talk about caffeine and alcohol.
Let's go. That was actually one of my questions.
All of those songs, love them. This is a really difficult one for me to pick, but I've just been really, really like blown away by the reception on that song.
Almost 150,000 streams on
No,
this.
it is
Just
150. It's
It
past
is
it
officially.
as of like yesterday, I think.
Wow.
2 days ago. It's unreal. Yeah, the first song of ours to hit 100K. We just released it this past April, so it's not even a year old yet. And like it got put on a playlist made by Rabel. And that actually isn't what made it like explode as much as it did. It just did organically, like, which is really, really cool and really special. Especially in the, like algorithmic streaming age where it's like you're very much at the whim of this like algorithm. And like that's the difference, aside from like playing shows or like doing an ad campaign or something where we're trying to go to other people to get them to listen to the song. This is Spotify being like, or Apple or whomever being like, okay, here, you listen to this song, we're gonna give it to you. And so like I feel like artists are very much kind of trying to chase that in a lot of ways in this current streaming age. And so I think for small indie artists like ourselves, I certainly felt like this will never happen, right? Or it would be a miracle, or it would be so cool if like any of our songs got like put on Discover Weekly or any kind of editorial playlist. Like that's kind of the dream, right? And so to watch it happen was nuts. And we didn't get any editorial placements or anything like that, but just like Spotify being like, here, you listen to this song, and then Apple Music being like, here, you listen to this song. Like, I don't know, it was really, really special. And the story of it is also really special to me too, because Ben and I both grew up in religious households. I was raised Catholic, and so I've got a lot of religious trauma that I've been sorting out my whole life, especially being queer and trans and growing up in that environment. And I went to Catholic school through high school as well, so there was just a lot of stuff to unpack. And so when Ben brought this song that they wrote, all about religious trauma, I'm just like, one, this song slaps. Two, like, whoa, big same. And yeah, I think the subject matter is really, really important. And it was also a song that Ben wrote, and it was kind of a piano ballad. And we kind of, after Ben was like, hey, do we want to do anything with Cat and the Hurricane about it? We ended up, the album version is actually like a second version of the song. So that's not even like the original version. And so we kind of like Cathified it, is how we talk about it. Oh, there's a dog.
Yep, that's
That
Jack.
Mother's-
It's Jack.
Oh, that's Jack. Okay.
Yeah, that is Jack. I don't know what. Jack, come here, buddy. Lord, what are you? He is literally growling at. He was literally growling at Mario.
Oh.
Okay.
And Luigi?
No, just Mario. I had I've got like the little for Christmas. I got like the little Mario figure. I haven't put out the box to put it here in my guest room yet, and he was just barking at that because it was. I don't know. He's never seen it before, and he's just going to town on it. And now Lily, our other dog's going to investigate.
Yeah, this is the situation going on here.
Oh. I love it. Yeah, this one's just purring. She's a big baby. She is a very big baby.
And I got one stick in her head in an Amazon box. And, oh, hold up. She might be going underneath the futon. Usually our comfort place is the futon. Nope. All right, we're going to be right underneath Dad. That's great. But yeah, that was actually one of my questions. One of the songs I really enjoyed was Caffeine and Alcohol. So that was pretty cool. That kind of transitioned to that. I love it. It's a great beat.
Do you want to ask that question next, and we can come back to my other one?
Yeah, we might as well. Is there any other origin story behind Caffeine and Alcohol?
Yeah. So Alex touched on it a little bit, but I rewrote that song several years ago, and I had just been performing it solo as like a piano ballad until. And Kat and Alex knew the song, and we had talked about like putting it on the new album when we were just like gathering ideas for the album and writing for it. But I originally wrote that song my first year after college. I moved back to my hometown, and it was just like a period that, at least for me, my early 20s was a lot of just like trying to figure out where I fit, because I had kind of left a lot of the communities that I grew up in, and there was a lot of like religious trauma associated with that, and a lot of like relationships that I no longer had. And so I was like kind of going through trying to figure out what does it look like to kind of chart my own path, so to speak, which involved some vices and involved a lot of just like not healthy coping mechanisms along with some healthier coping mechanisms. So I wrote that song when I was super hungover, like in a mid afternoon, and I was just kind of reflecting, like, is this it? Is this like what healing looks like? Because it doesn't feel like it in the moment. And so it's really special for me to like sing this song now, reflecting back, because I'm at a place now in my life where I have great community around me. Like, I really like the life that I've made for myself, and I know that I was trying really hard to envision those things when I was writing that song. I was trying to envision a future where I'd like worked through what I was trying to work through. So having this kind of like big gap between when I wrote the song and we released it is kind of special for me, because it's like the process of making the song itself is a testament to people that like there is like, you will get through it, like you will find something on the other side. You just gotta like trust the process. And for me, it really comes down to like finding the right people, like being around the right people, because I think that's some of what I was writing about too, of like the like I can still smell him like pre-chorus line is all about just like these people around me are no longer the sort of toxic connections I did have, but it all felt very surface level. I felt like I didn't have a lot of like real relationships in my life at the time. So yeah, it's kind of a testament to that, just like finding your people, learning to trust the process. And so it's a song that's both like the lyrics of it are pretty depressing, like it's a sad song, but it's also meant to be empowering in a way, to just kind of be an encouragement to other people. Like, I get it, like we all have those dark moments, and there will be something on the other side.
Okay.
What is your drink of choice?
I am.
That's a literal about face.
I'm iced coffee 12 months of the year kind of person.
Okay.
Sparkly water, but for a fun drink when I'm needing to like stay up and I don't mind the consequences of staying up, is Baja Blast. It's the only Mountain Dew for me.
Yeah, honestly, big same. Yeah, fizzy water, also coffee 24/7. And yeah, the Baja Blast, but I like the zero sugar because I really don't like drinking sugary drinks. It just, I don't know. And, you know, I ingest chemicals every day, so might as well ingest some Baja Blast.
Ooh, ginger beer.
chemicals.
Ginger beer also.
Yeah.
Ginger beer is really good.
Ginger beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
So I'm also realizing I gave 3 drinks, which is perfect because it's the bisexual 3 drinks.
It's
The
yeah,
drink.
exactly. We
Yeah.
can't just give you one.
Something for hydration, even though fizzy water isn't as hydrating as still water, I don't think. And something for caffeine, and then a fun drink.
One to bring you up and one to bring you down.
And then
One to bring you back up.
right back up. Yeah, the Baja Blast also has caffeine. Whatever. It's close.
That's a pretty good one. Lost my train of thought. Lord, let's see.
We're on number 8.
Yes, we are. All right. Another little fun question for you guys. You're on a road trip. What is your snack of choice?
Yes.
Dots pretzels
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm a salty snack person.
or white cheddar popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Smart food kind.
Yeah, I wouldn't be buying this at like a gas station because I would have picked it up at Costco previously. Hippies. Yeah. Kat just literally was like, I got you a Christmas gift, and it's a giant family size bag of hippies from Costco. Yeah, they're these vegan like chickpea
Puffs.
cheesy
puffs.
poofs. And they're addictive. They're so good.
Yeah,
They're
so it would
really
be
good.
those would be the ones for me, or something from the hot bar at Quick Trip or Quick Star if you're
In
below.
Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois and Iowa.
Okay. See, we have Quick Trip down here too.
No.
Is it with a Q?
It is.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
we
we
got
have
the
a
K.
quick trip with a KW.
Oh,
We used to do like a lot of like traveling with basketball and all that. So I used to like frequently get snacks from Racetrack. That's our go-to.
Oh, okay.
But every Christmas, I get my grandmother a giant bucket of just cheese balls
Nice.
because she really loves Cheetos and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I've coached in the Midwest for about a year. I've had Qdoba, which is like a version of Moe's. I'm trying to think. What's another one?
See,
what-
this is a version of Cheeto,
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
there you go.
I'm trying to think. There's another one. Do you guys have Hiley? It's a grocery store chain. Okay, it's the
Hy-Vee?
weird. Yeah. It's,
Oh,
Hy-Vee?
Yeah, we
yeah,
have
Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I grew up with Hy-Vees. Yeah, those
Okay.
are great.
yeah. That
The donuts
see.
are perfect.
I had to do some research. So it's a sister store to Ingles, which is down here in the South.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, it was insane to me when I first moved up there. I was like, oh, this store looks like Ingles. And then, like, the layout was, like, to a T, but instead of Ingles, it was Hy-Vee. And I was like, this is weird.
I get you.
Yeah, that is how they get you. Yeah, it's like the Quick Star and the Quick Trip for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're the same store.
Yeah. And it's so weird. But what's also crazy is Quick Trip's, like, one nice series of gas stations down here that you want to go to. You don't want to go to the Circle K. Or at least some of the locations we
K and Chevron's.
Yeah.
Normally you have that crackhead outside.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
that local crackhead just like, hey, you got a quarter? No.
Yeah, the Quick Trip is where you go and you know that there'll be like food.
And
And-
a nice
Mhm.
fat
Nicer, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
and like produce, like some kind of fresh.
Yeah,
fresh
ours always
food.
they have like onions and bananas.
Yeah, they always have 22-cent bananas, like all the time.
It's wild.
Like it's nuts. It's like I always get so sad when we leave, specifically Wisconsin. But this was the case before Quick Stars started to be more like Quick Trips in the Iowa-Illinois region. But even still, like getting beyond the safety of knowing that there's a Quick Trip or some variety in the next 5-10 miles is like the saddest part about tour for me.
You just don't know where you're gonna
It's
get.
just so solid. Like it's the best.
Yeah.
Like
It's very comforting.
it's so reliable. Like and it's at the price point that you want. Which when you're on the road, like I don't want a $4 bag of Cheetos that are like
And they
this
have
big, you know.
fee-free ATMs. And
Yes, they do.
Free air for your time.
They do.
a lot.
which is huge.
They can offer you a car wash if you need it. Yeah, they're the best. But it's the hot food bar for me. Just the fact that
We need
they're
our
always
cheese
gonna
sticks.
have we need our cheese sticks. I need my frozen chicken patty on a sandwich.
Yeah.
Like I need my raspberry cheesecake mini chimichangas when those are in stock, which is like almost never. But yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, I really like the what is it? The tornadoes.
The tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Oh, yeah.
It's been. My question is. My question is. You said they had fruit in there. Fruit?
Yeah, they have like little cups of fruit, man.
Okay, I thought they meant like actual like bananas and like onions that you go grab.
Well,
No,
they
they
do.
do.
Yeah.
They do have like apples and bananas. Like our Quick Trips
And a
will have
bakery.
like a whole aisle of like grocery stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the fascinating and like kind of sad, but kind of like oh my god, thank God about Quick Trip thing is that for a lot of towns in Wisconsin, like you're in a food desert, and a lot of time for these small like rural areas, the Quick Trip might be, or any kind of like gas station convenience store might be your only way to get like
Yeah, you're like milk and eggs.
yeah, your
and
milk and
bread.
eggs and your fruit and your potatoes. And so I don't know if that's necessarily the origin, but that's definitely how it's used. And so yeah, like they'll always have like, you know, 5-10 pound sack of potatoes for like $2 at the
Yeah.
Quick Trip. Your eggs, like they have like your staples, and then they also have like meat, actual like chicken
That's
breasts,
true, yeah.
and like yeah. Oh, and they have pizzas. They have fried chicken.
It's
They
it's
got
wild.
microwave meals.
Yeah, like they're very known for like having it all in terms of food, which is again so clutch when you're touring on the road and you need to be not eating junk food all the time because that's what you get at any other gas station.
You can get fruits and veggies
You
there.
can get fruits and veggies.
Let me ask you this: have you guys been to the almighty Buc-ee's yet?
Yeah, but not
for
on tour.
Yeah, I haven't been to one in person yet, but I've enjoyed things from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to be overwhelmed in the best way. when I visit.
Yeah, it's just there's nothing that they don't have.
Mhm.
There's just nothing that they don't have,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
huge for no reason.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sure
it's
there's-
huge.
there's gotta find things. there somewhere.
If they have a reason, they got it for sale.
Thank you guys been doing for
At the
this.
Walmart at gas stations.
Wait,
Oh.
don't we have a Buc-ee's? It's in DeForest,
Yeah,
right?
we actually do have
We
a
have
new
one.
one. Yeah,
We
I
have
don't know if it's
one.
open yet.
It's just like a suburb of Madison. I think we have one here now.
Yeah,
Okay.
they did.
Which
They
is
did build
crazy.
one. I don't know if it's open.
Is it Wally? No, it's Buc-ee's. Is it Wally's or Buc-ee's?
No,
'Cause there's
Buc-ee's
another one.
DeForest.
There's another one like Buc-ee's called Wally's. Kind of the same concept.
God, that sounds like a Walmart version.
I
Pretty
mean,
much.
yeah, right.
I'm saying Walmart like it's a bad thing. That's where
Well,
I buy my clothes, man.
It's not okay. It's not
it's
open
not built
yet.
yet. I don't think.
We'll have
oh,
to find out when they open, and we'll go.
Yeah, we
We'll make a
we'll make
TikTok
some
about it.
some content.
Next music video.
Yeah, the band goes. to
Oh
Buc-ee's.
my god, could you imagine? The band goes to Buc-ee's music video.
Yeah, that'd be
We would
great.
have to clear that with someone at Buc-ee's, sure.
No, that's
Free advertisement.
do crime.
I know.
Don't ask for permission.
Not from
There
corporate.
wasn't there like I know this was an IKEA, but wasn't there like a full like drama filmed in like IKEA or something?
yeah, it
Yes.
was. Just do. So we met the band Felicity down here in Orlando, Florida, and what they used to do is they told us they literally used to take a boombox and go. They just go to Lowe's and they start playing.
I love that.
Incredible.
And they've said they've got kicked out a few places.
You guys want to go get kicked out of someplace?
Didn't they get kicked out of a Taco Bell? Devin?
They did get.
Let's go.
They've also got kicked out of Taco Bell. Yes, that's right. They did. That manager
God.
was not a
Taco
fan of the
Bell.
taco. They literally they told us this, and they have it on their TikTok. They went to Taco Bell, and one of them was dressed like a hot dog. They had a hot dog costume for a music video, so they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go push the song." I think it was The Weather. Their song "The Weather" at the
Yeah,
time.
I think so.
That or was their song Charlie Sheen. One to two. And they go in there blasting the boombox, and they set up a portable merch table with the guy in the hot dog costume. And that manager was like, no, get. And they told us
Wow,
during the
that's so
interview.
That is really punk. But yeah, no, we should go get kicked out of Hobby Lobby because it's not like we're gonna go there.
We'll go there for that and never again.
Like, just bring all the film
That's
crew
funny.
and just do it one take, because that'll be all it'll take before we get kicked out.
They said the longest they've been at was Lowe's, and they were shocked that they were in Lowe's for as long as it was, because they were full instruments, boombox, like they were filming and letting them know we were here, and they've done some crazy stuff.
Okay, good inspiration. We should make
Very
a
good
band bingo
inspiration.
board. We should put that on the bingo board. Get kicked out.
Get
of.
kicked out of Hobby Lobby.
Somewhere that we don't care about getting kicked out of.
Ooh, okay, there you go. I'm trying to think. Oh, and then one time they also took the demo to one of the This is what got them caught at Lowe's. They took the phone, had a demo of one of the songs, and grabbed one of the speakers and started blasting their song through the speakers. That's how they got
that'll-
found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do that at the end when
Yeah.
you're done with all of the things.
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
did. They were like, they told us, they were like, yeah, we just wanted to see how long we could be in there. And Lowe's, we stayed in Lowe's for the longest time.
I mean, Lowe's is very large, very
Yeah.
boomy.
It
So
is.
That's surprising and kind of not surprising. It's such a big store.
So, what has been your wackiest story while touring on the road?
Wackiest. We definitely have wacky experiences
Always
behind us.
The wacky and wild adventures of that.
Keeping it wet and wild.
Trying to think specifically like travel stories that have been.
I have one. We've played this festival twice now, and it's an amazing festival. I'm not gonna name names, but it's genuinely our favorite festival to play. And they, like, the organizers are the best to the artists ever. They put us up in a hotel for every night that we were there because it's a multiple day festival. And so this was our first and second year doing it. Both times, the ceiling was just weeping water
We came back from
In the
playing
hotel.
shows
in the
and it was-
hotel.
And they were they did say the hotel had informed everybody they're like, we're doing some renovations
Yeah.
on like certain floors of the hotel, but it wasn't supposed to be the floor that we were on.
No.
Or at least the second year, and we just
No, the second year it was in the lobby.
right.
Yeah,
But
the
that
first
was
year,
the first year.
The first year was the wildest one. The second year we were like, oh, we've seen this before. We know what's happening.
But we became friends with the first year another band that because like they put a lot of bands up in this hotel, and there was another another band that was staying on the same floor as us, and we just bonded over the fact that you just turn and there's this like massive
We were like,
industrial.
"Oh, sounds- hold
Hold on. No. We were all standing together, and I am the only one facing
We're gabbing.
what is happening.
Yeah,
And I stopped
like,
mid-sentence,
oh.
and I really couldn't conceptualize in that moment. It felt like the Matrix had broken.
It felt
right?
like we were in the movie 1408.
because it's just water
coming from the ceiling, and I just stopped
Threw through a
everybody,
lamp, just like
cut everyone off mid-sentence, and be
Streaming.
like, "Does anybody see that? Does anybody else see?"
just in the
What is
hotel.
happening?
in the hotel, in
And
the
Turn around,
hallway.
and we're just
Yeah,
Yeah, it took us a second to be like,
kind of walk up
"Oh,
to
that's
it,
not normal."
kind of like do one of these, and then all of a sudden, right? Then we saw like a manager like sprinting down
I
the
like-
hall.
Rims
I-
and hauling ass.
But Alex and you and I, we went up. So we were on the 3rd floor. You and I went up to the 4th floor because we're like,
'Cause
let's go and
we're
investigate.
nosy.
yeah.
We're nosy because this is like not that far from our room, and we were worried that this was gonna like start
Yeah.
affecting our room.
And,
we went upstairs,
yeah.
and there was a woman in distress.
And she was like coming out of her room, like, you don't work here. We're like,
We're like,
no, we
"No."
don't.
We're just curious.
Yeah, what's going on?
yeah, because we like it's basically the same floor plan,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
knew where to go.
Yeah.
and
And she
yeah,
let us come in and see that her shower could not turn off.
it wouldn't turn off.
And so
It
it was,
It was going.
and I think there was water coming out of like the wall
Yeah.
as well,
Where it
like
shouldn't be.
where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Right, it was coming from the faucet and the wall. And so anyway, then some staff came and were trying
Yeah.
to like fix it. So we're like, okay, we're gonna get out of here. Bye. We saw what we needed to see.
Yeah, because meanwhile, while they went up to investigate, I was like, I'm sure they know, but I'm just gonna go downstairs. And, like, I went down to the lobby to be like,
Very
I'm sure,
responsible.
I'm sure you know.
And we were the drama.
But there is water falling from
No.
the ceiling.
we
Everyone was fine.
did all of the things. Noticed,
And then-
checked in.
And then Kat and I come back downstairs, and there's an industrial size like, garbage can
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they put
Mhm.
under
Just to
the
catch up.
Oh no,
Under the
that's when
water?
we came back.
yeah. And then we came back later.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't a garbage can anymore.
No.
It was an entire laundry bin. Like the giant hotel rolling
Filled.
laundry bins, completely filled with
Towels
disgusting
all over the
water.
floor. Big industrial size like fan. No, not even an industrial size fan.
No, they
just
didn't,
some
no.
fans in the hallway, just
Yeah.
like trying to dry it out, and towels everywhere.
Anyway, so then we came back the second year, and there was water just gushing from the ceiling in the lobby, and we were just
Different
like
floor.
different floor. and
Different
we were
part of
just
the
like,
hotel.
Yep.
So we're gonna go back next year.
Yeah,
and we're gonna
hopefully.
check it out again
Yeah,
and
yeah.
see what's broken or leaking.
yeah, you can stay tuned, and then you might find out what festival this is at.
I-
But it's still our favorite festival. Like we're dying to go back.
Here, where can the people at home find you guys at home?
Yeah, so we're all over on the internet as Cat and the Hurricane. That's Cat with a K, all one word. So catandthehurricane.com is our website. It has links to everything. And then we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, Blue Sky,
Twitter.
It's
Twitter.
It's
all of the
Twitter.
places. And then you can find our music, Cat and the Hurricane, on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and all of those places.
and we have a newsletter.
And we have a
Yeah, we
newsletter.
do.
We have a Patreon if you want to, if you're a really big fan and you want to support us in a more direct way. All of that's linked. Search for Cat and the Hurricane.
Well, if you guys enjoyed what you heard at home, you can always check me out on my podcast, the More Sports Podcast, a sports podcast for everybody. As well, check out our movie review podcast, Popcorn Buckets, where we review a new movie every Sunday. And hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you can watch the video version of this interview and other awesome people we've brought on the show. As well, you can just, hey, we're on social media and Instagram as Rendo Bucket Boys on Instagram. And hey, follow us on Twitter at Rendo Corporate One. Cat and the Hurricanes, you guys got any last words?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.